Love the energy. I love the fight.
This is Trailblazer Football and the Paul Peterson Coaches Show.
Love what we're doing.
And hi there again, everybody. Welcome to the Paul Peterson Coaches Show, Utah Tech football. It's been a while. We had a bye week last week. Getting ready for North Alabama this week on the road. Rod Zundel here, along with the head football coach for the Trailblazers, Paul Peterson. And Coach, you had a bye week. Let's go back a week ago Saturday, a home win to the debut of your United Athletic Conference schedule. You got a win over Stephen F. Austin, 37-31. Just talk about that briefly, and then also the bye week. Did it come at a good time, or would you rather get right back at it after a big win like that?
You know what, fun win, fun home game against a really good opponent. I thought our guys played very well. I was really proud of the fourth quarter effort. We didn't go away, made them go away, made some plays down the stretch that allowed us to win that game. I'm sure we're going to watch some clips. I'm excited to see and kind of relive that. The past weekend was fantastic. Bye week came at a perfect time, I think, with the tough schedule that we've had, the tough road games, and the tough teams that we've played. I think it came at an opportune time. We've stayed fairly healthy, but got some bumps and bruises. It's always good to get your legs back and get away a little bit and kind of rebalance what you're doing. We've had a really good week of practice leading up to this game too, so we're right back at it and flip the switch, and so that was good.
In a bye week like this, after a win, people are feeling pretty good about themselves. Are you concerned that maybe guys get a little too crazy and they try to let their guard down a little bit and try to do things like, water ski or do something where they could get hurt or something like that?
I don't want to know what they're doing. We tell them, go enjoy your family, stay off your feet, watch a bunch of ball. There's a bunch of football games that you don't normally get to watch while you're playing. Spend some time with some family, get caught up on homework. We tell them all those things, but who knows what they're. I think they did it. Nobody got hurt being away. But like I said, it's good to re-energize and get away a little bit.
Yeah. Coaches, you don't get to take a full week off. They had fall break, so you let them go Thursday through Sunday, right?
Yeah,
they got to go back home and that thing. What do coaches do? You have to sit and watch the film and prepare game plans and all that, but you were able to get away a little bit as well.
Yeah. So that Thursday after, I told our coaches get out here too. To get away and spend some time with their family. Got some coaches with some young kids. I think that's important for them to get away. We had 2 weeks to prepare, and so we jumped on the film early in that week, and now we got another week that we get to prepare with another game that they played last week. So I think it's important. Yeah, I got away a little bit too, caught a couple fish, and I enjoy that. And again, it lets me kind of think and refocus on what we're doing.
Okay, so 37-31, the final, a week ago Saturday at home in the conference opener. You're now 1-0 in the United Athletic Conference. Got the win over Stephen F. Austin, last year's WAC champion. You got the win over there on the final play of the game a year ago. All right, let's show you the highlights and show you some of the good things that happened, Coach. And you've got to be pleased with Kobe Tracy and the Ricky Johnson connection.
Yeah, I think they had a really good connection here. This is a really good catch. Kobe, this is early in the game too. When we do this early in the game, we're always going to attack vertically, and it stretches out the defense a little bit. That safety is a little bit low there. Nice grab.
This is the opening drive, too. Chris Street on the option.
This is fun. I told Kobe, I said, hey, we can't run this. We're on the wrong hash. Kobe can't pitch left. And, of course, he came to the sideline and told me, hey, you see that?
Ricky had a great game. 6 catches, 148 yards. This is the second quarter, now tied at 7.
Yeah, they just really good protection. Kobe's just playing catch back there. Really good route. You can see Ricky's just a little bit beat up. Yeah. But really good run after the catch. We're able to get this field goal with Connor a little bit later. I think he hit one off the post earlier in the game too. He does that in practice. We tell him, don't hit the post. But good setup here. This allows us to get 17-14 in a halftime, I believe.
Yeah, your running game, you're up 14-10 in your second half. Nigel Osborne, healthy, and he's getting some good looks.
Yeah, and that three-headed monster there at running back, they're all doing a really good job and add different elements to our offense. Here another Bo, again, getting the ball to Bo in space. Those guys doing a really good job blocking downfield for him. You can see he can make some plays. So,
Bo had 9 receptions, 68 yards, and this.
Yeah, man, again, Kobe recognizing the coverage, puts it in a good spot. Bo with a great catch. I think he needs to turn his hands over a little bit better, but gets that foot down. Great catch. Can't blame him.
And then, the guy's not short of personality.
What's he doing? He blowing kisses
waving to the crowd. Yeah, they've got a tent up there and everything like that. Okay, so you're up 17-14 and a half. In the fourth quarter, though, you're down 7. And, man, did you guys make big plays when you
awesome.
had to.
Yes, great fourth down stop. Got a, Kobe makes a bad interception and laid across the middle. We come back and the strip sack. We stop them on another fourth down conversion.
Yeah.
Earlier in the game, we stopped them on a fourth down conversion, and just awesome.
And in the fourth quarter, Nigel.
Nigel
he had 8 carries, 66 yards.
Look at him getting in space there. What is that? What's my math on that? How many yards a carry?
About 8 something.
Yeah, you just give him the ball. He's a first down.
And Keith Davis.
This was fun. Keith makes a really good catch here with the diving catch, and then a little bit later, I don't know if we got this clip, but with the hitch, here it is. We're just playing catch. Ricky down the middle here. This is after the strip sack, so he's hitting on all cylinders. And Ricky you can see he's getting beat up, but he just keeps making plays for us.
Kobe, 289 yards, 3 touchdowns. Then later in the fourth, here comes that strip sack when you guys needed it.
Oh yeah, I think Cyrus got hosed before the half when he got a late hit on him.
Yeah,
you can see that old lineman just ticked off right there. Look,
fastest Leighton's ever run.
Leighton Donavasa with the fumble recovery. And here's the Keith catch we're talking about. Keith got 2 touches, and this is one of them. He's making the most of it, making guys miss, and reaches out. Hits the pylon. That's a touchdown. Okay,
so you had a 13-point lead, 2 minutes left, 3rd and 23, and you go to the running game. And Chris Street comes up big. Great hole.
This is the time when you want that clock to keep on ticking. And, Alex Foster actually, if you go back and watch that play, does a really good job making a big-time block. So they let us score on this. You can see we don't realize it till late. I haven't gone over this situation with our team.
You thought about it a little too late.
Yeah, the clock's the enemy for them, not the score. They knew that they needed to get the ball back. If we stop right there, maybe we have a chance to kneel it out, use our timeouts.
Yeah. And then your favorite play, Coach?
That's my favorite play right there, taking a knee for the dub. Really good win, man. That was fun for our guys. Just we didn't go away and force them to make some bad plays, I guess, and we executed and they didn't. We won.
But you're up 6 or 7, and 3rd and 23. You turn it over to them in fairly good field position. They got a chance to come down, and you come up with a big run of 34, 36 yards. You made the big plays. You made the fourth down stops.
Yeah.
And you got the strip sack and scored the next play.
Yeah.
That's kind of been a trend. Your defense especially, 11 turnovers in the last 4 games.
It's fun, man, and we expect to keep doing that. They're very disruptive. We got good pass rush. The guys are doing a good job. We haven't. They're trying to throw it up, and we're coming down with the ball. Like I said, the pass rush. There's a good strip sack, and fun. You can see that old lineman being a punk. Won't get off him, but I just really proud of the guys, and they clicked. They believed in one another, and they just made plays when they need to. Here's another fourth down stop. This is early in the game, and good push by Max right there. Allow Cyrus to get in there, and a good push.
Donde Fuller was the United Athletic Conference Defensive Player of the Week. He had 13 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. He's just been a stud lately.
Yeah, he moved to that will position and made a bunch of tackles. He did a really good job in space. You can see, again, he's having some fun, and we like him to celebrate not on his own just by himself, but with some teammates. But again, here's a sniffing out a screen, and if he misses that tackle, they've got some linemen that are going to be blocking downfield, and that'll be a big play. So he's coming up making them, and look how excited everybody is for him. He's worked tremendously hard, so that's awesome.
Yeah, and your running game, Coach, we touched on it briefly, but in the first couple of games, found it tough sledding. But the last few games, you guys have been on fire. The offensive line has been producing
really good
big
job.
holes.
Yep.
A week ago Saturday against Stephen F. Austin, 211 yards rushing. Ronnie Walker Jr., 80 yards. Chris Street, 65 and 2 touchdowns. And Nigel, 66 yards. By the way, Ronnie Walker Jr. and the comeback player of the year, Keith Davis, been nominated.
Oh, nominated, yeah,
for the comeback player of the year nationally. But 211 yards rushing, Coach. You'll take over 200 any day.
Yeah, and it didn't feel like that in the game. I just felt like that's what they were giving us at those times, and guys blocking downfield to be able to do that. And it makes everything easier when both are clicking offensively, the pass game and run game. So proud of our guys. So awesome.
All right, so the Trailblazers now 1-0 in the United Athletic Conference, getting ready now to go to Florence, Alabama. First trip ever to Alabama. We'll talk a little bit about the Lions coming up a little bit later. But when we come back, we'll have a couple of players who were big in that win a week ago Saturday. That's when the Paul Peterson Show continues.
He's on the 30-yard line, the 20, the 10.
You wouldn't want an incomplete football game. So why use a website with incomplete listings of Southern Utah properties? SouthernUtahRealEstate.com is the most complete, most accurate, and most comprehensive property search in Washington County. Because we're not focused on everything, just on the part that we like the best. Find your Southern Utah home at SouthernUtahRealEstate.com.
Finley Hyundai, committed to high-quality service and sales for local drivers. Stress-free car buying guaranteed.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Local media has the biggest impact on your daily life. It's what's around you, what matters. And at Canyon Media, our goal is to deliver the very best in local entertainment, news, and media. From our award-winning radio stations like 99.9 Coney Country to Southern Utah's #1 source for local news, St. George News, Canyon Media, here for you.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash. Simply tap, swipe, or click checkout with any Mountain America debit or credit card to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500, now until September 30th. Visit macu.com/anycard to learn how to earn extra entries or to open a new account today.
Right now, that was a freaking gut check. That was freaking awesome. That's a program-defining win right there. You just took it to them. You made them go away with some big-time plays. You guys enjoy this? Get a break. Good job.
Well, Coach, besides the victory formation, that's got to be some of the most special times as being a coach, right?
It's fun, man. When you earn something and you work really hard for it and you get rewarded, that's why you coach and that's why these guys play. It's fun.
Let's bring in a couple of guys. Trailblazers, defensive back Jagger Williams, far left there, and receiver Keith Davis. Guys, welcome. Just talk about those moments, guys, in the locker room, all excited after a big win to go 1-0 in conference. Keith, we'll start with you.
Yeah, it was great. You know, especially going into the bye week, I feel like it just got us a lot more confidence going into this road game, and it's just we just feel like we feel unstoppable right now, and we feel like we're just getting better every day. So. And Jagger, talk about just that experience, and you guys sweat and bleed in 110-degree temperatures, right, and early in the morning and lift all the weights. That makes it all worth it. Moments like that, right?
Yeah, winning isn't always easy to come by. So when we get one, we're excited for it. I mean, like you said, all summer we were running in 100-degree weather. Hot, humid weather. So, I mean, coming in and getting these wins is awesome.
Yeah. Now, Keith, you missed all of last year with an injury, and you've been nominated for the National Comeback Player of the Year. What does that mean for you after having to sit out last year and then come back and start seeing the success that 2 years ago you were the leading receiver?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity, and I'm just blessed for the opportunity as well. It was a tough road, but I think I'm very grateful to be nominated on that list, and just getting the opportunity to be out back on the field and play is just something that I can't be more thankful for. So.
One thing about getting injured, you can be as involved and engaged as you want. And I tip my hat to Keith. He did a really good job of staying engaged in what we were doing, even when his role wasn't because he was hurt. And he's been able to fight through that injury. And look, the guys are so happy for him because they've seen how hard he's worked, and that's awesome.
Yeah, and Keith, we saw a diving catch there. You've made that kind of a habit this year, haven't you? Making those difficult catches.
Yeah, it seems like I gotta maybe run a little faster. I'm seeing myself always just on the ground. So, but I just I'm just grateful to just be out there, and all glory to God for that opportunity. So.
And Jagger, talk about the defense. Gave up a lot of yards, a lot of plays, a lot of points in the first couple of games. But, man, just like last year, you guys have got it together. Yeah. And you guys are a takeaway machine, 11 takeaways in the last 4 games. Just talk about the progression of this defense and you being a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, the big part of the progress has been us just trusting each other and, you know, doing our job. I think in the beginning we were trying to just do too much and, you know, make somebody else's play. And, you know, the coaches harped on it. They harped on, you know, doing our 111 and doing our job. So, I mean, the biggest thing is, you know, everybody's doing their job.
Yeah. Okay, I debated on whether showing this, Jagger, but this quarterback is a big quarterback, 6'5".
Get your big boy
and he tried to roll you over.
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
yeah.
But you know what? You got the last laugh because you stopped him short of the first down, and then he got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on you.
Exactly. You know, Coach P told us not to react in those situations, so I tried my best to do that, and you know, it worked out. So
it's tough. You get your blood flowing and fired up, man, and you're in a high level competition. That's a big time step up right there and get it on them.
Yeah, you don't expect a quarterback, even though he is 6'5", 225 pounds, to challenge you like that. Were you kind of surprised when he lowered his head and went after you?
I was shocked. Like last minute during the play, I was like, "Wow, he's really like."
He's a big dude, dude. He was.
But yeah, he was big, but I mean, it was definitely surprising. But
it's a good tackle, got him down.
Yeah. How much fun is it playing on the defensive side, getting these takeaways, and then seeing Keith and the offense take advantage of it a couple times this year on the next play?
I mean, it's exciting. You know, we're just playing complimentary football, and you know, when we go out there and get a stop, I mean, you know, sitting down and going over our adjustments on the sideline, and we just hear everybody cheering and, you know, keep scoring. I mean, it's great seeing it. So.
And what does this say about you as a player and your teammates and your coaching staff after the first couple of games to turn it around and to play so efficiently and so well the last 4 games?
It just says a lot about our trust in each other and just our will to win and just, you know, figure it out. You know, we did it last year, you know, finishing off strong. So, I mean, we kind of knew, like, what to do and what to expect. So, I mean, the biggest thing is we just believe in each other, so we know we can do it. So.
Yeah. And Keith, last year you started the spread and shred. It's got to be an amazing experience as a receiver to play in this offense that big chunk yardage. Let's go deep.
Yeah.
Every time almost.
Yeah, definitely. And just not even that, just in terms of like learning more just about football. I think I learned a lot more about coverages and, you know, seeing different seeing the safeties while I'm running and just seeing the corners and seeing what type of defense they're playing. So I think I've learned a lot more about football in this offense, which I'm grateful for. And I think yeah, we like to take shots, and I mean, who doesn't? So I think
the offense is fun. You know, in most offenses, it's like, okay, here, you know, run your curl route. You know, but we've got a ton of routes where it's like, hey, if they're giving you this, we're going to do this because it's going to leave you open. And these guys are smart and been executing at a high level lately. So it's been fun.
And does that decision, is that made right after the snap as you're taking that first step that you can change
really
the
good
play
job
like that?
Well, they do a really good job pre-snap too, recognizing, you know, we go through this mental checklist. We're not going to give anything away, but they go through it, and then once that snap happens, it's bang bang, it's fun. Utu bang bang, huh?
Utu bang bang.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about you guys. You know, where you come from and what your plans are in the future. Jagger, let's start with you.
I'm from Los Angeles. Me and Keith are both from California. SoCal guys.
Yes, sir.
You know, after college, I haven't really decided too much on what I want to do, but you know, maybe something sports related or business related. I'm not too sure, so we have to figure it out.
Yeah. What growing up in the Los Angeles area, what convinced you to come to St. George and Utah Tech?
Just honestly, it was my best opportunity. You know, I really did. Like, you know, I did some research and like, I just felt like the school had like a lot like looking forward to, and it had a lot of, you know, it just looked like the best thing for me. You know, St. George isn't too far from California. You know, you just go Vegas.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? So I mean, it's in the area, and there's a lot of like California guys on the team.
Yeah.
And you know, Devin Osborne actually went to my high school, so I had that connection, and I had already kind of knew about Dixie State or previous Dixie State. Utah
But had
State.
you ever been to Utah before?
Never.
It's kind of different going from the cement of LA and the beach to the Red Rocks here in St. George.
It's a big difference, but I mean, it's something you get used to, and some, you know, once you're used to it, I mean, you enjoy living here. So
yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
It's a good spot.
Yeah.
And Keith Davis, what about you? Where do you hail from, and what are your future plans?
Yeah, I'm from San Diego, California, about just 2 hours away from Jagger. And just in the future, I really want to push push that toe to make it to the league, make it to the next level. And in terms of, like Jagger said, in terms of if that doesn't necessarily work out, I haven't really weighed my options too much, but I want to stay in the production area. So maybe, you know what I mean, kind of commentating like this, or just kind of being on the face in front of the camera. So I definitely thought about that a lot. And
you got a face for that. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, you're cute.
All right. But yeah, I definitely think somewhere in terms of sports realm too, because I like to argue sometimes about sports.
You get on Max's podcast.
See, there you go. Mr. Devin Dixon. I was just I had to do an intern for him last summer, and we were arguing about sports all the time. So it was a good time.
All right. Well, let's get you behind the mic and doing the questions in the locker room then.
Oh yeah, I'm
I mean, you don't have to be very smart to do that.
Yeah.
Right, Coach?
Ask you.
Trash myself.
Were you talking about like the old, like the new dream team, the old dream team? Like you'd argue like the old dream team. Yeah.
You talk about 1992?
Yeah, those guys. That's the all time.
Yeah, I'm over the.
But you would take some of the new guys, huh? Because you're young. That's why.
LeBron.
See, LeBron. I would take the new dream team, but in terms of LeBron versus Jordan type of situation, I'm taking Michael Jordan.
Okay. Hey, okay, I appreciate that.
So
yes,
it wasn't always like that though until that documentary came out. Then I think they liked it.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Nah.
And by the way,
I've always been Michael
no
Jordan.
way this team would beat the original dream team in '92.
Oh, no,
absolutely no way.
It's a different type of ball.
So
LeBron.
Okay, then we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about North Alabama. You guys ever been to Alabama?
Never.
I have, yeah.
Okay. Well, you're going to get your first trip. We're going to get our first trip.
I've been there either.
I've been to Birmingham. That's about it for an NCAA tournament. You been?
It's one of the only states I haven't been to.
Really?
Yeah, I've
played at
almost been to
Boston
all
College.
of them.
You guys never played?
Nope, no, in Alabama. We stay on the East Coast.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about the Lions of North Alabama when we come back with the guys and coach here on the Paul Peterson Coaches Show.
He's on the 30-yard line, the 20, the 10.
You wouldn't want an incomplete football game. So why use a website with incomplete listings of Southern Utah properties? SouthernUtahRealEstate.com is the most complete, most accurate, and most comprehensive property search in Washington County. Because we're not focused on everything, just on the part that we like the best. Find your Southern Utah home at SouthernUtahRealEstate.com.
Finley Hyundai, committed to high-quality service and sales for local drivers. Stress-free car buying guaranteed.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Local media has the biggest impact on your daily life. It's what's around you, what matters. And at Canyon Media, our goal is to deliver the very best in local entertainment, news, and media. From our award-winning radio stations like 99.9 Coney Country to Southern Utah's #1 source for local news, St. George News, Canyon Media, here for you.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash. Simply tap, swipe, or click checkout with any Mountain America debit or credit card to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500, now until September 30th. Visit macu.com/anycard to learn how to earn extra entries or to open a new account today.
And welcome back to Paul Peterson Coaches Show. Getting ready for our second United Athletic Conference game of existence, I guess. We're going to be in Florence, Alabama. Saturday night kickoff at 5 o'clock pregame on Trailblazer Sports Vision and the Fan Sports Radio at 4 o'clock. The Lions, they're 2-5. They've lost 3 straight. They've lost 3 conference games, but they lost to Abilene Christian last week. but they outgained them by about 100 yards. They threw for over 200 yards, rushed for almost 200 yards as well. So they're potent. They just give up a couple of big plays, Coach.
Yeah, for some reason, Abilene had a bunch of 3-and-outs early in the game. It was close, 16-13, late in the third and fourth quarters, and then it kind of got away from them. But yeah, they've got some weapons. They got some guys on the outside that can run. You can see some of these clips. They're athletic. They had 90-something plays, and Abilene only had 60, so they had 30 extra plays. Abilene outgained them per play, but they got some guys. Their quarterback is really athletic. Number 1 can run. He scoots. Yeah, they use him in the pass game as well. You can see he's got that extra gear. We'll see if he plays. He kind of went out of this game with the shoulder. See if he comes and plays. He's a tough kid. Played receiver, I believe, last year.
Defense, though, gave up some big chunk yardage. Keith, you're going to love that, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, they put some guys on some islands and like to play some man coverage, and so we like that. We feel like we can take advantage of that. There's a big chunk run here too, so if they're taking away the pass game, again, it's interesting to see how teams are going to play us. Right? Are they going to stack the box normally and let us go to work on the outside? Or are they going to spread it out to try and stop the pass game? So kind of pick your poison. We keep talking about that. So excited to see how they play us.
Yeah, they had 423 total yards, 90 more than Abilene Christian, 232 pass, 191 rush. They lost 30-13, but it was like a 16-13 game late in the third quarter, and then they kind of lost track of it in the fourth.
Yeah, some late turnovers, and they lost a little gas, it looked like, at the end of that game.
Yeah. All right, so when you look at the film and all that, and you see big chunks, plays like that, does that excite you as a receiver, saying, okay, you know what, we can do some things here if we do it right?
Yeah, it definitely is exciting to see that. You kind of see the players that you're going against, and knowing that they, kind of like everybody, they do have some weaknesses, and then you try to kind of target those as you're watching film and taking notes. So I think it's we've been watching good film and preparing good, so I think we match up well.
And Jagger, when you look at their offense, Stephen F. Austin had a big, strong quarterback, mobile, and then they had a running back, Williams, that was a speedster. This Lacey, number 1, if he plays, that's going to be a challenge for you guys. You got to do the same thing, kind of keep him contained like you did Williams a little bit.
Number 1 from NAU is a good back. They get him out in open space a lot too, as well. In the backfield, he has a lot of catches on the year, so for a running back. So, we're just going to do our best to contain him. Coach P said, the coaches schemed up a good plan for us. So, we just got to go out there and do our best to execute.
This is going to be one of your longest trips of the year. We go to Clarksville, Tennessee, and then we're right on the border of Tennessee and Mississippi here in Florence, Alabama. Do you like these longer road trips where you spend a couple hours on the airplane and that type of thing, or would you rather have an hour and get out of it?
In terms of the flight, I'd rather have an hour, but I do like to see different cities, just see how they're structured in the environment and just the agriculture of it.
These guys are easy. This travel's easy. An extra hour on a plane's not a big deal. I see them. Someone's got their Switch. They're going back and forth, watching movies, or they're sleeping. Right?
Yeah.
And we feed them, so they're pigs back there. But
yeah.
The traveling's really good. The university's done a really good job of plugging in the resources that we need to be able to travel the right way. So these guys are comfortable when we play. Put a good product on the field. That's our job.
All right. I wasn't going to mention this, but I'm going to, because you didn't know who he was. One of the most
no one's going to know.
Alum. I'm going to ask these guys.
Okay, they have no idea.
I'm going to ask him. Okay. One of the more famous alum for North Alabama. Have you ever heard of the name George Lindsey?
George Lindsey.
No way.
Okay. Have you ever heard of Goober on the Andy Griffith Show?
Goober.
Have you ever heard of the Andy Griffith Show?
I've heard the
okay,
show.
that's a win. They have no idea.
Yeah,
Goober.
No, I don't know. I'm not familiar.
Google Goober Andy Griffith, okay?
Gotcha.
He was the quarterback for North Alabama back in 1951 and 1952, and he was a star, one of the stars on Andy Griffith Show.
Nobody knows.
You've never heard of the Andy Griffith Show?
I've heard of the Andy Griffith Show.
How old are you?
I'm old enough to.
Those people you're.
But the thing is, I had to watch Andy Griffith on reruns. So Google Goober Andy Griffith Show, and he's a quarterback.
Okay.
Yeah.
For back in 1951 and 52, before any of us were born. Sorry, I had to bring up. I just wanted to see. You've heard of Andy Griffith,
I've
though,
heard
right?
the show, yeah.
No.
See?
I've heard of the show.
I've heard of the show.
They've never watched one episode.
Yeah, I've never watched it, but
Google
Just
Goober.
whistling. I don't even know the whistle.
All right, that's it. Kickoff from Florence, Alabama against North Alabama. Saturday, 5 o'clock Utah time. 4 o'clock will be the pregame on Trailblazer Sports Vision streaming and also on the Fan Sports Radio Network. Jagger, Keith, thank you. And we'll see you at the plane on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Coach, thanks again.
Yeah.
2-0 Saturday.
Let's get it.
All right, guys, thanks. That's been the Coach Paul Peterson Coaches Show. We'll see you Saturday night from Florence, Alabama.
Go Trailblazers.
Sorry.
Ow!